We good? Looks like it. Hello, everybody. We're back for some more Survival Minecraft. In this one, I think I've finally settled on what I want to have ready for this house. I did the first floor and I just left it as is. I was going to finish it, but I needed to take some time to collect some more stuff. So we can go up to the second floor and we're going to make this into a balcony. This is probably going to be a storeroom. I made a little, more or less of a security hut thing with all the trapdoors here. So I think I'll leave my bed here. And then we got some collection of random things and assortments. And I started organizing all my ores between like what they are and what they're for. And I have a bunch of new stuff. This is a really pretty looking block, I think. The problem is, what do I have to do? Everything is slabs now, isn't it? I could probably stick these into a stone cutter. But I don't really have those right now. We're still living kind of outside and I don't really like approve of that. I just finished getting all the ingots for the tungsten block. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our hammer. Okay, so we can just go ahead and make 3 of these. There's our hammer. So now that I have that, there's a couple chunks. I'm thinking this one right here. If I go ahead and do chunk borders, I can step into it here and I can mark the corners of this chunk if I wanted to. So we can see all of this. Now, from the slime farm that I want to make, I do believe we have to go at least 3 blocks out. I'm thinking I'll do 4 out from the actual chunk. So that's marked so I can start building this later. Let's turn that off because that's taking a lot of juice. Yeah, this is what the house looks like from the outside for the time being. I think it's a little green, and maybe I should change these trapdoors to a different color, but it does look like they're latched up top and at the bottom to whatever they're like clinging to. Some of them I didn't get this right though. There we go. I gotta trapdoor this wall too. Well, no, because it's going in, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I left it blank, because these pillars here are keeping it. But I feel a sneeze coming on. I think I'm happy with this. Excuse me. For the time being, I'm probably going to add some more color to it. I'll probably change out some of these trapdoors, maybe up front, because it looks too green and not enough brown. And I forgot to mention the floor. I found out that there is heavy stone bricks. And it's every 2 blocks it makes partial of the stone brick texture. So like if I look at this block right here, this is many different blocks, but right here, this is the standard stone block texture, or stone brick texture, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks instead of 2. I really like that for the floor because it makes it look messy without it needing to have any like special modifications. And that's from the Architect's Palette mod. So heavy. It just takes a little bit more stone, but you get 9 of these back. It's basically connected texture polished andesite, for a lack of better description. Let's put our bauxite away, because I need to figure out how to mess with that later. That's a really good, like, brown purple block that I want to work with down the line. I need to put all these new saplings away. I need to get a composter so I can throw away all these. I should probably just start moving everything into my home as I can, but what we're really going to do today is we're going to go down and get some obsidian, we're going to go to the Nether, we're going to make it simpler on ourselves as well. We're going to link up our portal at 0, 0. Probably on some random floor. Start storing all these saplings in here. I did get 2 obsidian from a chest I found randomly. And then I can just chuck the rest of this random stuff here, there, wherever. For now, but I need to cook up... Ooh, I don't know where I put that. I'm going to put these in here so I know where they are. This as well. And this can go in the miscellaneous. We need our uranium. And I think that should be fine for the moment. Because we need to cook all of this stuff up. We'll put the mutton in here. That in there. That in there, and I think that'll be fine. So, the funny thing is, because the uranium goes up here, we can actually smelt it into ingots, so we can make uranium armor, but we can also cook it like this, and it's like, I think it's about the same amount of burn time as lava. It doesn't really say here. Lava sponge. 400,000 ticks. That's crazy. So I guess a lava sponge will be a good thing to have then. So we got our water bucket. We do kind of need to wait for our food to be done cooking. We'll take this down. We'll go find some obsidian. Get our stuff together. Because I have those 2 extra blocks, I only need 14 more. So this should be easier. The easy part about putting a portal at 0, 0 is that we won't have to go looking for anything else. I need to light up the rest of this cave. I never dug up that titanium either. Scarlet emeralds. I totally blanked and forgot that I was supposed to come down here and dig stuff up. So titanium's another one of those really good resources. High durability and low break probability. I'm already going the wrong way. I just figured. Check, see if there's a little more that we can do. I could use a few more diamonds. That would be nice. We could also break in our new hammer to get a better mine going, because if we go north, we were more than likely to just run into that lava up there. That'd be a really easy way to get obsidian. Since I have 36 levels of enchanting power, I can easily, most likely, get efficiency and unbreaking on all my enchantable things. So we got 4 titanium out of that. Not bad. So breaking in our hammer. We got some scarlet emeralds in there. We're gonna line this with torches just so we don't get jumped by any mobs. Let's check, see if there's any more here. Okay, we're good. We can keep going. It's got some nickel. I fully plan to dig out all of these tunnels, but that'll probably be an off-screen thing. Not entirely sure y'all want to deal with that for me. More redstone, that's always nice. Well, I said more than likely, but... Oh, yep, there we go. Alright, so... The fun thing about this is I believe the hammer also applies to obsidian. Is the titanium hammer a thing? I mean, it kind of is. It's got diamond level. That's a bit of a weird. At least I know it can be made into a hammer in one way or another. Surprising that it's iron level for digging. It does not work on obsidian. Interesting. Alright, I guess let's get mining. I got some raw obsidian out of that. Might be sort of smart to go up and actually get my enchanting all set up, but I don't have the books or the means to enchant readily right now. I gotta get a lot of sugarcane together, and that's something I neglected to do because of how quickly I'm trying to get through all this. So when we get back up to the surface, we're gonna link up our nether portal after we get all this. We're going to go into the nether, we're going to see about locating a fortress so that we can get blaze rods. And we're also going to see about locating a warped forest so we can get a lot of endermen for the ender pearls. And then we're going to see about finding our stronghold when we get enough of that. Probably in the next episode, and then after that I believe we'll be in prep phase to get to and defeat the dragon. And then I can have this as another miscellaneous series. Alright, how are we sitting? That's 11. Not doing too bad. We do only need 3 more pieces. We can also make obsidian tools. I wonder if those would be any good. And I'm literally just remembering all this that we can. I think we need iron rods to actually put one of those together. So if we have excess obsidian, it might be a good idea to try and do that. I wonder what the enchantability on those would be as well. Okay, so... No. I like having the corners, so I need to dig up 2 more pieces. The corners of the portal, that is. So let's grab these last 2 chunks. I'm glad I'm getting a lot of the raw obsidian. This really helps for later on. Because with the raw obsidian, I have to make... I believe that's actually how I do it. So, obsidian tools. Its harvest level is diamond. Is this Mo Shiz or is it raw obsidian? What is the MS version? Obsidian ingot. What is an obsidian block? So I just need the ingots then. How do I get one of these? It takes 120 seconds. Interesting. So I can just literally put this into a furnace and we can start cooking obsidian. Fabulous. I think I do figure this out somewhere along the way in my hardcore series. I don't believe I've made any obsidian tools yet, but I don't think I would put it past myself to actually do so. I need to see what's over here. Mithril, that's really good. Mithril is my next step on my tool wants. Probably make a mithril chest plate at the very least. So much stuff to explore. There's more over there. And there's even scarlet emeralds. Awesome. Game gonna be nice to me? Didn't think so. So see how much mithril this is. It looks to be at least 2. 3. Okay, it's at least 3. Alright, it is 3 on the dot. So with this I can make a mithril pickaxe. Probably be better, but I also can make a scarlet emerald thing. Also really good to have, just for enchantability and durability. I have a lot of projects that I want to do after we clear the dragon. I almost missed this. Glad I looked up. Okay. I'm going to leave the redstone for the time being, because I kind of want to get a fortune pick and actually dig it then. Because I feel like a lot of that would be very much served doing that. There's an amethyst geode to the north. That's good to know. More titanium. If I show up with a bunch of random pickaxes in my inventory one time, don't mention it. They are all for a purpose. There's even more here. What the hey? What the heck? Okay, this area's got me curious. Marble here. I think it just loops around to where we were before. I think was operative. Deep slate iron. Could use a little of this. And it is literally a little. Alright, let's clear up with the torches. I think I'll pass going that way. Let's grab this. Pieces to add to my collection. Not bad. When I start remembering the durability of stuff and things. Oh yeah, it did. There was a bit of a blockade there, but it did lead around to this. So if we go down here. Let's go get this other mithril. Another 3 pieces? Cool. By technicality, this is all sort of endgame level material that I'm getting here. Curious about over there. Oh, there's a dungeon! There's a dungeon here. Sweet, and it's spiders. Ooh, I can make that into a farm real easy. It's a double spawner! Dude! Oh, this is phenomenal. I am very, very happy. I can easily fit these two together and I can make a whole farm out of it. And I can experiment with bubble elevators as well as magma. Sweet. I am gonna jot this down so I remember, but it is just off the way from my mine. That is actually crazy. Entity wand? Interesting. I'm gonna leave the treasures for now. Brass ingot. That's gonna be really nice. There's melon seeds. I will take these immediately. Name tag. Beetroot seeds. Also really good. I gotta figure out how to get more brass. How do I get a brass plate? Am I able to make a brass nugget, or do I have to... Brass blend. What does this do? I don't see. I don't know how to get a lot of this. If it's just a treasure, that's not really good for me. Maybe I have to go to a villager smith. Or something like that. We are already 25 minutes in. I need to stop dragging my feet. Did I take a screenshot? Okay. Ah, sneaky. Very sneaky. Ah, ha ha ha. I approve of it only showing up in threes. Or with how, like, strong of a thing it is. This is not the way that I need. Our way is right over here. That is crazy how close it is to our area. So I'm going to put this mithril into the smelter as I'm waiting for all this stuff to get going. Same with the titanium. Let's grab this and then we'll head up. Exposed ore is such a weird thing. Can I reload my chunks, please? Never mind. Something was causing my frames to drop for a sec on my end there. I'm curious how much we'll be able to do with a brass ingot. I definitely need to have something better going into the Nether. I should also think about making a blast furnace or two. My question is, what do I need to do that with? Smooth stone? Put all this away for now. I need to get a flint and steel. Hello. Tiny lily pads, mahogany sapling, and a brown oak sapling. Interesting, but I cannot afford any of that right now. So 0, 0 is like right over here, yeah? Actually, I want to do this one higher, so at layer 70. I'd like to know why my computer's having such a hard time recording this now. It's weird. Doesn't say my CPU usage is high, so that's weird. Okay, let's put this away. Moving all this over here. So this multiple ores need to go there. Oh, duh, I already have a flint and steel. That's silly me. Silly things. Stack of that. Okay, I need to come back in because this is ridiculous on my end. I'll be right back. Curious if this is any better. I had to adjust something with my my distant view. Whatever this is. Distant horizons. I had to lower it because I was having frame issues. Hopefully this will be better. It seems like a reload did the trick. So 0, 0. Let's just make a platform. For the portal. I already miscounted on my obsidian. Okay. So, let's get on in here. I only need to move it over a few blocks. That's cool. And it starts us in... Crimson Forest. So we just go ahead and move this over here. Oh, that's fun. I will be removing this lava source when I get up there. Alright, sync up our portal. We do need to be up on layer 70 is I think what we did. Usually for me, when there's a crimson forest right at spawn, a warped forest cannot be far away. That's just how it usually goes for me. I'm not making any promises. I can go for a little while longer, but I definitely want to find all the things that I was talking about. Just trying to see if I can make out anything on the map. I'm only making out that forest right now. The infernal ore is a really big eyebrow raiser. Come on. Alright, grab all this. And then we go up to layer 70. Could consider going cheap on the corners of this one, because I need the obsidian for the enchanting table. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I made this portal too tall. That's silly. Having to break obsidian over and over again. Alright, let's do this right this time. So that's all locked in. Let's make sure it's synced up and then we'll come back in and start looking for what we need. Excellent. Also seeing if I can make anything out just where we are right now. Some interesting things over that way. I don't think those rods do anything for me right now. I have no idea what that is down there. I would rather you not be lava, thanks. Seriously, what is that stuff? Scorchia. That is... Oh, it's just raw sulfur blocks. Interesting. Spiders. Now, in my hardcore world, I kind of really just added mods as I was going, and I recorded the hardcore stuff before I did this. So some of the mods aren't going to be lining up for at least the first some amount of episodes in that. So my apologies immediately for that. I am trying here, man. Linium. Interesting ore. It's really rare for some reason. Shovel. What is this? Fire clay? Ooh. Definitely some new interesting stuff. Let's check that out for a minute. Spawns on underground veins located in the overworld. do with it? I guess it doesn't have any recipes. Has to be an interesting reddish brown block, though. Don't mind me just using a pickaxe to mine gravel and clay. What's our 47 minutes? I can't tell. Well, I do believe I'm going to grab some glowstone so I can start my Aether portal. Considering we can actually go places without having to be all like super secretive or whatnot. Okay. There's another wastes over here. I think this is where we were. There's a basalt delta down there. Still need to be on the lookout for those stupid spiders. It's fun. There's a bastion. Ooh, okay, that's actually really good. There's a netherite smithing template in there. We'll be in a very, very good spot. I'm so worried about everything just being right there. Back up just a little bit here. What I could really use right now would be the other biomes. There's a delta. It's going to be a trick to raid it, because I need to find chests. And I'm going to take a screenshot of where this is real quick. There's a soul sand valley over there by the looks of it, just a little guy. Let's go over here and see if we can locate anything. Goody. Yeah. Don't think that's in the cards for the time being. Spiders. I have to go find stuff. Why are there so many? That's kind of funny. That's a large vein of nether quartz. I found one of those in my hardcore playthrough, and I'm still digging that stuff up. It's kind of funny that I found one exposed like this, though. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna let you all go. I'm gonna figure out how to... Well, I'm gonna go make a nature's compass, and I'm gonna locate where my warped forest is, and I'll come back probably in the overworld in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and yeah, bye. We got Return to the Sender, yay.